Welcome back to Odds of War. It's another Warhammer Wednesday. We've got a great game of Kill Team coming up of the Genestealer Cult versus the Death Guard.
A reunion awaits us below, brothers. A colony of the non-believers prostrates itself before us, ready to receive the kiss of our beloved grandfather. Soon they shall join the beauteous family that is theirs, even though they may require more encouragement. In order to further spread our love, we must retrieve a collection of ship manifests. Praise be to Nurgle.
Marcus, thanks for thanks for coming in again. I'm excited for this one. You haven't brought the Death Guard in a good long time.
No, because the last time I brought them, it was kind of a slaughter, and I was like, well, I have other kill teams that maybe won't just.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But per apparently popularity, people really want to see Death Guard and kill teams. So I decided to bring them back.
Yeah, got a lot of it's. You can look at the YouTube analytics, and it's one of our most searched ones that brings people to us. So, we'll get them back on there, revive the interest. I'm bringing the GSC, so the Cult of the Fanged Shadow makes another appearance on the channel.
Jarl Kraus.
Yes, the intrepid Jarl Kraus. Before we get into the lists,
He
though...
will die.
No, he will not.
He died horribly last game.
So before we get into the list, guys, if listening to us wax poetic about our kill teams is not your thing, down in the description below, you'll see a copy of our lists there. You can check them out there, and you'll also find timestamps to skip straight to the battle. But before you do that, make sure to hit the like button if you enjoy the video. Leave us a comment if you want to say anything to us, and of course, subscribe to the channel.
Yeah.
It's the best way to support us.
Yeah, and also the best way to critique us.
There you go.
Especially let us know when we're wrong.
That's true. It's true. So just to talk about the list here. So, of course, bringing the Genestealer Cult for the leader, as ever, the intrepid Jarl Kraus. He's having a good spate of luck for him right now.
I think the last time I interacted with him was the infamous Genestealer or Cult of the Fanged Shadow versus the 18 Chaos Cultists, one Berserker champion.
Yes.
And
he didn't do much that game.
No,
he just stood in the back. And he was like, go get him, guys.
But he also just wouldn't die.
That's true. That's true.
So
he
now,
he
we will kill
has
him.
some staying power. He's rocking a power pick and a bolt pistol.
Okay.
For specialists, his brother Rouse Kraus.
I forgot about Rouse Kraus.
Yes, Rouse Kraus, wielder of the seismic cannon.
Is that one you can do that one stratagem? Like
yes, to like
thing?
shake. Yeah, to like shake people.
Cool.
We'll see how that goes. He's the heavy specialist, so he gets to move around for no penalty.
Okay.
For combat, I've got an acolyte fighter with a heavy rock drill. His name's Gwar. Not like the band Gwar, but like the gum Gwar. G-U-A-R.
There's a gum called Gwar.
There's a it's a food additive for things.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's because he's brothers with Xanthan, which is also a gum.
I remember these.
Yes. So he's my combat specialist. We have an Aberrant, the Anvil. He's my Zealot specialist. I'm hardcore off the train of having him as a specialist.
Okay.
But in this particular match, he can reach strength 6 on the charge. So that's going to help me actually wound these really
my toughness
tough
5 dudes.
So he'll be there.
Okay.
For non-specialists, Acolyte Fighter with Demolition charges. One day I'll get these to work. I've yet to bring him and
One.
Yeah. One day. We'll see. He's going to do something.
That was so sad.
It is sad. Then we've got Acolyte Fighter, Heavy Rock Cutter.
Okay.
So that's a big scary melee weapon. We've got a Metamorph Leader, Rending Claw, Metamorph Talon, and Bone Sword. His name's Xanthan. Then we've got a Neophyte Gunner, or I'm sorry, he's not a Gunner, he's just a regular Neophyte with a Grenade Launcher, and then 2 Neophytes with auto guns. Their job is to sit in the back on the objective.
Are they basically Chaos Cultists? stat line?
Yeah, like exactly the same.
Okay,
yeah.
cool. But basically, as far as what I got, it's honestly the same team as last time. It's 3 Poxwalkers, no name, because they don't have personalities, but they have huge personalities on the table. So we got a Zealot with a great plate cleaver.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
he is a Zealot, which is this guy with the big axe with the pus oozing out of it. And then we have our other fighter who is a combat specialist.
There
and
we
he's
go.
got that Flail of Corruption.
Yes, yeah, the big spooky one.
Yes. Which honestly, the last time, he didn't really do that much. This guy, he cut through everybody.
Yeah, he just went on a rampage.
I have a gunner who's got a Blight launcher, and he is a Demolitions specialist.
Yes, that's
because
really nice.
Since the whole update, the heavy specialism doesn't even matter for me.
Right, because you have inexorable advance.
Yep. I literally just have everyone as a heavy specialist, effectively.
Yeah.
And then I've got my leader. He is a Plague Champion, where he has got a Plasma Pistol, a Power Fist, and a Plaguesword.
Awesome.
And then we just have one little normal Plague Marine Gunner. He's got a Boltgun. He's got a Boltgun.
Awesome.
Yeah.
There you go. So that's the list. So the mission is Recover Intelligence. We will go over that once we get all set up. You ready to do it?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Woo! We are all set up here for this game of Kill Team, the Cult of the Fanged Shadow versus the Death Guard. The mission today is Recover Intelligence. What that means for us, there's 5 objectives on the board. 1 right here in the middle on top of this giant silo. And then 2 halfway between that and the board edge towards each, the corner towards each corner. Now, this is going to be a progressively scored mission. So what that means is that at the end of each battle round, we'll see what objectives we hold. The objectives nearest your deployment zone will be worth 1. The objective in the middle worth 3. And the objectives furthest from your deployment zone worth 2 points at the end of each battle round. There will be no penalty or anything for breaking, no bonus points for taking models out of action. So it's pretty easy mission there. So we're all set up. Just to talk about the scouting phase, the Cult of the Fanged Shadow picked take forward positions. So I'll get to move 2 of my models. And the Death Guard, Marcus, you've wisely selected eliminate sentries. So what that means is once I take my movements, then the Death Guard will get to fire. That's, of course, if any of them can see the models, which I'm going to do my best to not let happen. So I'm going to go ahead and do that movement, and we'll probably just resolve the shots off camera because I also have cult ambush rolls to do. So a lot of pre-game movement about to happen here. So we'll come right back with that. So our scouting phase movements are done, and we've also done our cult ambush. Just to talk about that now, the Anvil and Guar, they took my take forward positions moves. We just moved up right behind this cover here, thus getting them out of line of sight from the Death Guard, such that the eliminate sentries, he couldn't fire at any models. Then for cult ambush, the Anvil got his cult ambush roll. So that's, you see, he's jetted off this way. So he'll be there hoping to maybe score an early objective on that one. Kind of maybe distract the Death Guard a bit. Our demolition charge acolyte, he got his along with this autogun wielding Neophyte. So they've both moved up. And then Rouse Kraus, brother of the leader Yorl, he got his movement. He's gone up here to the top. Everybody else failed their cult ambush. So a slightly statistically higher than average cult ambush there because it's a 5. So should have just been 3 that got to ambush, but 4 got to ambush. So that's pretty nice.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah, and with that, we're ready to go into initiative phase for round 1.
I hope I get it.
A 4 and an 11. So Death Guard, take initiative for round 1. We'll go ahead and do all of our movement phases, and we'll be right back. All right, we are all done here with movement phase for round 1. It's been an exciting one. Marcus, tell us what happened with the Death Guard.
Okay, so I had advanced all of my Poxwalkers.
Okay, so that's
so we got
one here.
The 2 that were on the crate. One went this way. One went this way, tucking behind here. Yes. And then the one that was over here schlooped on
the big
him.
boy.
Yeah, he got a
advance on this
6
one.
and just
Yeah.
whoop that way. Everybody else either readied up like my leader did on here,
Yep.
or just moved normally like all the other Plague Marines.
Right. Okay.
So I put the gunner and the combat specialist over here.
Or is that your zealot?
No, that's my zealot.
Oh, okay. Okay, so good.
That guy's my zealot.
Gotcha.
And then my zealot went this way.
Okay.
And then my normal little gunner guy just went this way, just to lay down some bolter fire.
Excellent.
And that's pretty much it.
So, big eventful turn for the Cult of the Fanged Shadow.
Oh, yeah.
We rolled very hot on a lot of advances and charges. We're going to go through them. So first off, we rolled a 4 on the advance here for our grenade launcher. So that gives him a beautiful line of sight down the field here. And it is an assault weapon, so we can still fire that. Our 2 Neophytes with auto guns, both readied up here. Both of those guys are within 2 inches of the objective to hold that. Our Demolition Charge man just moved over this way. That's going to put him within 6 inches of your gunner and your Poxwalker. I'm not sure which I want to fire at just yet. Our heavy rock cutter rolled the big boy 5 on his advance, so he shot all the way up here behind this. Our combat specialist charged your combat specialist, rolling an 11.
Yeah, God.
So making it in there. Rouse Kraus moved up just to provide some supporting fire, and Yorl Kraus advanced to get behind cover so as not to get sniped out turn 1. I've had that happen a fair number of times.
You also had this guy.
It's a feel bad.
Was it Xanthan?
Yes,
Zipped
Xanthan.
on over this way.
Yeah, he rolled a 6 all the way over here. The 6 with the 12-inch move could have gotten him up in here, but he really wouldn't have been doing anything there besides being a target.
Oh, yeah.
So I got him a good advance roll over this way to just sort of tuck up out of line of sight, hopefully here, and stage for maybe for a turn 2 charge in on this flank.
Yeah, we'll see.
The last thing we have to do is the Anvil, our Aberrant. He is going to charge the Poxwalker here and your Zealot Specialist. So we've got Combat v Combat over here. We're going to have Zealot v Zealot over here.
And I've actually remembered that he was Virulon, because he was the guy, I remember Virulon was the guy that was just murdering all of your orcs the last time he was here.
Yes. Oh, and speaking of something we forgot to mention at the top of the battle round before initiative and all that, we did spend 2 CP for Grandfather's Blessing.
Yep.
Yes.
And we put it on Virulon, rolling a 2.
So, yeah.
Which was very scary.
Yeah. Well, he started to feel really sick, but then he was blessed instead.
Yeah.
And also, I don't know, I can't remember if I mentioned it during the list discussion, but I am playing Pauper Princes today. So that's a reroll basically during the first round of combat. So with that, we'll carry on into the charge here. Now, the Poxwalker has no ranged weapons.
None at all.
So it's just your grenade from Virulon.
So let's see how many. 1.
Oh.
Oh, it's coming back.
It's coming back around.
Ha!
No, that's not a hit. All right, and our charge range for the Anvil is a 10. The dice are hot during the movement phase. Hopefully they don't fail me. I'm going to go ahead and move him in here in a second, and then we'll be back with the shooting phase. So it is the shooting phase now for round 1. Starting off with readied models. Genestealer Cults have 2 readied models. Here are 2 Neophytes standing on objectives. But, of course, the Death Guard, our leader, is readied up. And correct me if I'm wrong, this man has a plasma.
He does have a plasma pistol. Ooh.
Oh, no.
Interesting.
He never gets to throw his grenade.
And you know what? We're going to
And
keep it that way.
he never will. Okay.
Luckily, he is not obscured, so I'm going to
He's not obscured from there. Oh, no.
Nope.
But certainly we're at long range with the pistol.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. At least. Whew.
So, hitting on 4.
Now, are you overcharging?
No.
Oh,
Because I don't think I need to.
Okay. All right.
Because he's 1 wound, right?
Yeah, he's just 1 wound. Yeah.
There's no reason. Yeah.
That's going to be a hit on a 6.
Cool.
All right. This will be a 2 to
7,
wound.
yeah.
Yeah, because he's toughness 3. Oh no, it is a 2. Oh, your dice tricked me for a minute.
I thought it was a 1.
I thought it was a 1. I thought the other pip was just like a streak in the dice. That's really
nice.
sad. What's the AP on the non-overcharged?
-2.
If it's -2 or better, it's no save because I only have a 5 left,
no, it's
so-
just -3.
-3. Okay, so
Yeah.
well then.
Oh yeah, because AP doesn't change on.
Yeah, so no save there. So then just your injury roll, sir. Oh, it's just a flesh wound.
Wow.
Oh, interesting. So maybe he does get to live to fire. So in that case, I have 2 readied models here. I have my 2 autogun wielding Neophytes. Now, will you just check for me? Am I within 12 inches here of your Poxwalker?
Totally.
Yes. Okay. Good. So I'm going to send them at the Poxwalker then. So this is going to be 2 shots. These are going to be hitting on 5s because of obscured.
Okay.
That's 1 hit. Either. Very nice. And then
is it long range or
no? Because their range is 24.
Oh, nice.
24. So I was checking for rapid fire. So that's why it was the 2 shots.
Nice.
So we did get our hit with the 6.
Cool.
It's strength 3 on the autogun to toughness
3.
3. So should be a 4 to wound. On a 2, that's not going to do it either way.
Let me just make
sure.
So
that's done.
Toughness 3.
So he's fired. And then we'll just go ahead and go to our other auto-gun wielding cultist here. Or
the other
cultist.
Poxwalker.
Yeah, just shooting straight here at the other Poxwalker. Now that's going to be hitting on 4s because you're not obscured by anything.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Of course, we roll a 3 and a 1. So there you go. There you have it. Okay, that's it then for readied models.
Now it's back
so we'll go to non-readied models, starting with the player with initiative. So that's either going to be your bolter marine here or, of course, your gunner.
I think we're going to do the gunner.
Okay.
And we're going to put it into him.
Oh, going into the heavy rock cutter. Very nice. Okay.
Now, the nice thing is, since he's a demolition specialist, I do get the minus to
yes,
hit.
This obscurement is a bit of a problem.
Yes.
All right, let's see it.
Hitting on 4s.
Oh, that's 2 hits with a double 6, too. Looking sharp. All right.
So now wounding on. So this is strength 5 to toughness
3. So 2s to wound. This is exactly what you wanted that demolition specialist for.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep. Because the toughness 5 would be 3s, but then +1 to wound.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So that's 2 wounds there. Now what's the 2. AP? No save. What's the damage?
The damage, I think it's a D3 apiece for both shot. Let me just make sure. It's been a while.
Well, so you're going to need to roll these one at a time.
Yep.
Because I only have 1 wound. So I'm hoping you roll a 1 here on the first one. That's a 2. That's a 2 there. Okay, so injury roll. Oh, that's out of action with the 5 there. Woo! So even with the -1, he is gone. So Cults were having a real strong movement phase, but the shooting phase so far has been brutal. So dropping down then from that, I think I'm going to go ahead and go into my grenade launcher.
Okay.
He's going to fire the frag profile down here at your Poxwalker.
Okay.
Now that's definitely going to be within half range because it's 24.
Yep.
Now I did advance though, so it's -1 for that, and no obscurement.
Okay.
So D6 shots.
Ooh.
6 shots. Very nice. 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Now we're going to be hitting on 5s because of the advancing. Okay, we got 1 hit. I don't mind it. That's fine.
What's the AP?
That's fine. No AP on the frag profile.
So I think I actually just don't get a save.
Well, I have to wound you first.
Yes.
So 4 up to wound. So no wound in any way.
Okay.
So there you go. So that's him. And then now your bolter bro.
Let's see. Bolter bro, I think, is going to be shooting up into that guy.
Okay, yeah, gotta take out. That's such a good vantage point for him. He can't be allowed to stay.
So, because of inexorable advance, I get rapid fire out to 18 inches.
Oof, brutal.
But it is still long range.
Still long range. Okay, so then we're hitting on 4s.
Yep.
Oh well, we are obscured, so hitting on 5s. So the 6 will hit. That 1 will not. All right. Toughness 3.
Yeah,
so 3s to wound.
Oh,
just a 1.
No.
Oh, huge. That's huge for the Cults. All right. So by my math, that's the Death Guard all fired, yes?
That is the Death Guard all fired.
All right. So we just have a little bit of housekeeping. We just have, basically, we have Rouse Kraus and, of course, our Demolition Charge, who's finally going to get to fire off his grenade.
Maybe.
We're going to save that for last, so it's either really great or really sad. So we're going to go to Rouse Kraus first. All right. Now, will you check, what's my range to your Poxwalker?
Range to the Poxwalker is 6 inches.
6 inches, very nice. Okay, we're gonna fire. Man, I'm really tempted to do that one shaken strat, the seismic blast, but I'm not going to because I want to save my CP for other tricks.
Okay.
So, but it would be hilarious because then I could potentially shake your Zealot specialist. But we're just gonna fire. We're gonna fire the shortwave profile.
Okay.
So that's going to be 2 shots. It's going to be hitting on my full ballistic skill. Okay, so hitting on 4s here. 2 shots. Okay, we get the 1 hit. Very nice. This is strength 6, so this is going to be 2s to wound. That's the wound right there. AP is minus
Don't get a save
1 or
anyway.
minus 2, I think,
What's
and
the
then it's
damage?
2 damage.
2 damage.
So yes, now you have your disgustingly resilient. Doesn't save. So 2 damage profile. So our injury roll, it's just a flesh wound, a 2 and a 3. So this is what I was saying about saving the CP. I think I'm going to re-roll the injury roll. So I'm going to go down to 1.
Okay.
And I'll re-roll that injury roll. So 2 die again. There we go. There's the out of action with a 4 and a 5. All right. So there we go. Cults claim a victim for themselves. Now, what we've all been waiting for. I've been waiting like so many games for this. All right.
So he's never thrown it? Or
He has thrown it once.
Oh, that was in the match. No, that was your banner guy.
Yeah.
had the hilariously
He's
bad
thrown the
throw.
demolition charge a single time, and he was so wounded that he was only hitting on 6s.
Wow.
We're going to be back in that situation again, though, because you're going to be obscured, and I have a flesh wound, so we're back on 6s anyway. So I mean, you know, but it is D6 shots. We're throwing the demolition charge, of course, at the gunner here.
Okay.
All right, we gotta try to take him out. D6 shots, 4 shots.
4's not bad.
4's not bad.
That
it's
is
above
average.
All right, and then 6s here.
Oh.
No. Sad thing about that, extra sad thing, is that that's a 1-use item.
Yep.
So he's fired him. That's it.
What's the strength on it?
Strength 8. AP minus 2, damage D3, I think.
I can see why you like that.
I could, yeah. So that's it. Actually, then for the shooting phase, it's all over. We're going to go into the fight phase coming up next. So we've done a bit of housekeeping. We've cleared off our extra tokens. So combat, we have 2 combats here. Our Aberrant here, fighting. It's Zealot v Zealot here, and it's Combat v Combat here.
So
Now I have the two chargers, so I get to swing with both of them first. So I'm going to start off. I'm going to activate the Aberrant. He's going to pile in. With his pile in, he's going to go ahead and pull the other Marine into combat. We like that a lot.
You monster.
And then we're going to go ahead and fight into your Zealot. So Aberrant has 2 attack space, +1 for being a Zealot and charging.
Okay.
All right. These are going to be hitting on 3s. And with Pauper Princes, we're going to be re-rolling. Okay, so we got 2 hits so far. We're going to re-roll the 2. Okay, no. That's fine, because 2 hits is better than he's done in a while. All right, now he's base strength 5.
Okay.
But with a Zealot, he's strength 6, so we're going to be wounding you on 3s. That's 2 wounds. That's what we wanted. Now these are AP minus 3 for the power pick.
Wow, so 2 6-up saves.
2 6-up saves.
Come on.
No.
Wow.
Okay, now these are D3 damage apiece. So I'm going to roll the first one. Is 3 damage.
That's
okay,
rough.
so disgustingly resilient for those. No.
Not a single one.
Okay, and then now our injury roll.
No.
That's it. Out of action there.
That's so awful.
All right, but your Marine will get to fight back over here. I don't get to swing on
but
him.
he's not good at that.
And then let's go ahead and do our combat specialist here.
Okay.
So he's got 2 attacks, 3 for the combat specialism, and we're going to be hitting on 3s again, re-rolling for Pauper Princes. That's 3 hits. Don't even need the re-rolls. Now these are strength 8, so 3s to wound again. Oh, that's only 1 wound, but this is big here. Let me triple check my stats on this for the AP and everything. So it's AP minus 3 on that, so we do need a 6-up save to keep the Zealot Specialist alive.
Whoops. Very close.
It's a 5.
It's a 5.
So that's just 1 damage, so you do get your disgustingly resilient.
Huh?
No.
Damn it.
Okay. So we do our injury roll here. So, guys, the heavy rock drill is one of the most confusing weapons.
this one's weird.
How to resolve. But we do go to injury roll first, and then if he survives the injury roll, then we move into resolving the extra mortal wounds from the rock drill. So we're going to go ahead and roll and see if he's out of action. So it's just a flesh wound. So he takes flesh wound. Now we roll, and on a 2-up, I think, right?
Yep, 2-up.
Yep, on 2-up, he'll take a mortal wound. So he takes another mortal wound, which maybe he saves with disgusting resilient.
Nope.
No. Okay, so now we go back to injury roll, which is another flesh wound. Okay, now on a 3-up,
Yep.
we do another mortal wound. So another mortal wound.
Wow.
No. Okay, and then back to injury roll. That's it. He's out of action. Okay, that is huge for the cults here. I don't think I'm within 3 inches to pull you into combat here, but I will.
Find out. Yep.
Okay, yeah, well, I got to do it then. So he'll touch there. All right, and then now your gunner and your marine here get to swing back at the cults.
All right, well, they just have plague knives, and they weren't charged, so they don't get... Oh, that's just in 40K. That's not kill team. They don't get hateful assault.
No, hateful assault. Sadly, I wish they would, though, actually, for kill team. I wish they would add in that stuff. Guys, if they have and we somehow missed it, let us know.
Yeah.
But I'm
I
pretty
haven't
sure
seen
they
anything.
have. Yeah.
All right, he gets 2 attacks with a plague knife.
Okay.
So
this is your gunner to start off with? Okay.
So
reroll 1 for a plague weapon?
Well, that was to hit. It's wounds.
Okay.
So this is a strength 4 to toughness 3.
Gotcha. Yep, 3s. Oh my gosh,
That is
it's
the worst
a
I
2.
could.
It's literally the one
Thanks.
result he didn't want. Ouch.
We'll do the
All
other
right,
guy.
and then
Same
here,
deal.
plague knives as well.
Both
Okay,
hit.
2 hits. Look at now. He's toughness 4. That's why he's the anvil, because he's the toughest thing on the team. Okay, he gets 1. Save AP on the plague knife.
No
anything?
AP.
So 5-up save for him. No save. Damage is
6. Oh, sorry, it's 1.
Oh, damage
Sorry.
1. He's a 2 wound model.
Okay.
So he's got a wound on
What
him.
am I thinking?
All right, so that is it now for the fight phase. That's all resolved. We'll go to morale. Now, the cults have lost 2 models out of their original 10, so no break check there. And then we do have to take a nerve check here, and I have 1 model out of action. So I have a +1 to the roll here for my thing. Ooh, I really want to say, you know what? Actually, if he gets shaken, that's fine because he's out of his demolition charge. I was thinking about doing insane bravery, but
doesn't matter too much.
Actually, on a 6 with a +1, let me just double check. He might be leadership 7. He's an acolyte fighter. Leadership is 7, so he's fine. So he passes. Thank goodness. I actually wasn't sure. I thought he might have been leadership 6, which he would have been there. Now for Death Guard.
I've had 3 models lost.
You've got 3 models left on the table. 3 models have been taken out. So no break check because you have to have more than
Actually,
half.
I have 4. 1, 2, 3.
Oh my gosh! Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Mr. Orange Pants.
Yeah. Definitely no break check there. No nerve checks because there's no flesh wounds on the table. Now for scoring, Genestealer Skults. Getting a little tongue tied. Genestealer Cults. We score 2 points. Here, we are both contesting this objective, so nothing there. No one's on the middle objective, and then Death Guard will score 1 point for controlling this objective.
So we are tied? No, you have 2.
So 2 to 1. Yep. 2 to 1. So we have a slight lead, a very slight lead. So we'll go ahead and go into initiative for round 2. That's a 5 and a 6. Okay, so Death Guard have the initiative again. We'll go ahead and take our movements, and we'll be right back. We are at the end of the movement phase for both teams. Marcus, tell us what you did here with the Death Guard. What happened?
So we did some falling back with this guy and this guy.
Yep. So Zealot, the regular bolter guy fell back.
And then our Blight launcher guy.
Your Blight launcher fell back.
We had Ready up on the leader, so we can just pistol some people. We had an advance on Orange Pants, who came all the way up here.
Yes, yeah.
And then we had a hilarious successful charge of this Poxwalker into the Demolitions.
Yes, yeah. We rolled my pistol Overwatch off camera, and it failed there.
Yeah.
So for the Cult of the Fanged Shadow, what we've done, the Anvil he fell back just to tuck up here to try to hide from this plasma gun. Same thing with Guar. He fell back to try to get out of line of sight. We did 3 readies here. 1, 2, and 3. We readied. Rouse Kraus moved up here. That way he had some line of sight out to this side. And Xanthan made a heroic 9-inch charge over here to get into this Bolter Marine. Lastly, Yorl Kraus charged up, clamoring up here and into combat with this Poxwalker. So that's it for movement phase. We'll go into the shooting phase coming up next. So it's the shooting phase. We're going to start off with readied models. Of course, that does mean the Death Guard leader gets to fire first.
Yes.
And who would he like to fire at?
Well, he's really going to have to fire on somebody.
Yes, you got to fire at someone.
Purely for not having long range, I think it's just going to have to be the anvil.
Gonna fire at the anvil. Okay, just to warn you, the anvil, he's toughness 4.
Yep.
So if you want to wound him on 2s, you got to overcharge. But he also has a rule called Bestial Vigor, where he decreases all damage by 1 to a minimum of 1, which also modifies the injury roll. So I don't know if that changes anything. I just wanted to make sure you were aware.
Appreciate that. I feel like I have to, because actually that thing, I don't like that.
Yeah, I mean you'll be hitting on 3s or 4s here. Yeah, so you'll be hitting on 4s here, 3s on the anvil, but you're wounding on 2s here with no overcharge and the same AP. And
and I really want my Blight launcher to stick around, so I think I'm going to do that.
Yeah, I think it's important to protect the Blight launcher here.
Come on.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I led you astray. That would have hit the anvil. Do we want to say that you shot?
No. But I can decide if I want to. You
could CP reroll. That's always an option.
That's 50-50, so that's kind of tough. Nah.
No, you're just going to let it go?
We'll let it go.
All right.
We got other things.
So then that means we've got a flurry of fire from the Cult of the Fanged Shadow.
Nice alliteration.
Yeah, you like that? So what we'll do, we'll fire our autogun here across to your Blight launcher.
He's slightly obscured.
Oh, he's definitely obscured thanks to this this little combat here. Now, I do just need to check if I'm in rapid fire. Oh yeah, so we're definitely in rapid fire there. So it'll be 2 shots hitting on 5s for obscurement. We do get a hit.
Nice.
It's strength 3 though, so it's 5s to wound. No wound. Okay. We're going to move on to our other autogun Neophyte tucked up under here. Yeah, we'll be good there, so we'll fire at your leader.
Okay.
Okay, 2 shots hitting on 5s. No. Even if we were hitting on 4s, wouldn't have mattered. And last but not least, we're going to fire our crack grenade, I think, from... We are outside of 12, unfortunately. So we'll fire our crack grenade here. These are going to be hitting on 6s, unfortunately, because thanks to this weird jut of bit there, you are obscured. So just a single shot hitting on a 6. No. Okay. So that is all of our readied models. And then we'll go to our non-readied models, which is actually just going to be...
Continuing with
Rouse Kraus, yeah. Rouse Kraus. I don't think I'm within 6 for...
I think you are. It might just be...
Yeah, here,
sure,
if you don't mind, a little bit better measure point there.
No, you're good.
Okay, so we'll fire the shortwave profile. 2 shots within half range, no obscurement thanks to your elevated position there. And these are going to be hitting on 4s. So we get 1 hit there. Strength 6, so wounding on 3s. We get the wound on a 5. So yeah, so it's AP -1, so that's going to be a 4-up save for your leader. Oh, he makes it. Okay, that's what Death Guard needed because it's starting to look a little dire for them.
Yeah, jeez.
So that is the end of the shooting phase. So we'll go ahead and go straight into the fight phase.
Which I start with.
Yes, starting off with a charging model.
With
here.
a Poxwalker.
I want to see this guy get murked because it's going to be hilarious.
Now, this never happens. So we're going to just look up some stats real quick. He's got 2 attacks.
2 attacks.
And he hits on 5s. Ha!
Come on.
Hey!
There it is. Yes. Good.
All right, he's strength 3.
Strength, so 4s to wound.
No.
No, it's a 1. CP reroll. What is the Poxwalker strat cost? Is it 1 or 2?
It's 1.
It's 1.
I couldn't do it.
You got to CP reroll this, man.
I was going to say, for the show.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, he's done it with a 5. Okay. 5-up save, though. No. Good.
I swear if this happens.
Okay. All right, show me that 4-up.
Whoops.
Oh, it's a 6! He's out of action! Oh my gosh. He is out of action. The Poxwalker has taken him. Now, for those of you who are wondering why we're so excited for this,
boy.
Marcus is spending a CP, and that turns my Acolyte fighter into another Poxwalker. How epic is that?
Oh my god.
Oh, that's amazing. That is amazing.
What a hero.
Oh, an absolute beast. This guy, I don't care what else happens, that guy's your MVP right there. Awesome. Okay, so continuing on in fight phase then, I have Yorl, Kraus, and Xanthan down here to fight. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fight with Yorl Kraus first, because we got to clear you off this center objective. So we're going to have 2 attacks. These are going to be hitting on 4s, re-rolling for Pauper Princes. So we get 1 hit so far, re-roll the 2. No. Okay. Then now this is going to be Strength 3 to Toughness 3, so this is going to be 4s to wound. We get the wound. No AP save. Is -3 for the power pick, D3 damage. 2 damage. Okay.
DR.
Can you make 2 Disgustingly Resilience? He makes 1, but 1 goes through. That means we get to our injury roll, which is going to be an out of action.
No.
Oh, man. Okay. Yorl Kraus, though, in a bit of a devious position for the next turn. Now, Xanthan, we've got 4 attacks for him. I do have a Bone Sword, which is AP -2. But I also have the Rending Claw, which I could get a cheeky AP -4 if I roll a 6 to wound.
Was he a Neophyte hybrid? No.
The Yorl Kraus, you mean?
No.
Oh, he is a Metamorph Leader, a hybrid Metamorph Leader. So he's got 4 attacks.
Gotcha.
He's got a Bone Sword, he's got a Metamorph Talon, and he's got a Rending Claw. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to swing with the Rending Claw. Okay, so I'm going to swing with the Rending Claw, and I'm going to spend 1 CP for the Toxin Gland. Well, it's here somewhere. I've used it many a times, okay? So Toxin Gland, basically I get +1 to wound with my Rending Claw there. Nice. And it's 1 CP, so I go down to 2. So this is 4 attacks. These are going to be hitting on 3s.
Wow.
Okay, 2 hits, but re-roll for Pauper Princes.
All of them?
4 hits. All right. This is Strength 4 to Toughness 5. Okay, so it's going to be 5s to wound here, but 4s thanks to Toxin Gland.
Blech.
Oh, wow. 3, but no 6s, unfortunately, so none of those are AP -4, but they are all AP -1.
Okay.
Okay?
So 3 4-up saves.
Yes. Oh, he makes every one of them like an absolute boss. All right, so then it's his fight back.
He's got 2 attacks with a Plague Knife.
Let's see it. Okay.
Just 1.
1 hit. Toughness 3 here, though. Gets the wound. 5-up save. Doesn't make it. And it's out of action. Wow. Xanthan taken out. Look at that. There you have it. Okay. So, interesting turn of events here. This is funny here. Now, morale phase, I don't have to take a break check for the cults. I have no flesh wounds on the board, so no nerve check there. So we're done.
Yep.
Now, we have put a Poxwalker back on the board, but I don't think that it doesn't remove it from your pool of already out of action. So you have 4 out of action out of your original 6.
Yeah.
But now you have 4 back on the board. So I'm not sure if we count you as 6 or 7 as far as
the new Poxwalker
goes.
is treated as a member of your kill team, but is not part of a fire team and is not added to your command roster.
So not added to the command roster, not added to the fire team. That's for campaign stuff.
Yeah.
We're gonna look up the rules really quick, and we're gonna be right back. So we've delved back through the rules. We are saying, with our understanding of the rules, the Death Guard, even though they have 4 out of action, now they have 4 back on the board, so they don't have to even test for breaking. Guys, if we've missed an FAQ somewhere with that, or we're playing it wrong here, let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
We know you will.
Yeah,
but that's how we're playing.
This never happens.
Yeah, this is the first time either of us have seen this happen.
Yep.
And it's super cool. So no need to check for breakage, and of course, no flesh wounds on anyone. So no nerve checks to be made either. Scoring. Now, actually...
You get a lot of points.
Yeah, so I'm holding 1 and 2 by my objective. We're contesting here. I'm controlling this one, so that's 2 more points for 4. And then 3 right there for the middle for 7. So that brings it to 9 points to 1 point. So
Which I score 1 from this guy. Oh no, never mind.
Yeah,
Never mind.
yeah. So,
Never mind.
so it looks like Genestealer Cult are running away with the game for now. But this was a huge play here, and then no one's in combat right now. So that means that Death Guard are going to get to see a shooting phase in theory.
Yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and go to initiative for round 3 here. A 6 and a 10. The Death Guard have consistently claimed the initiative in this game.
Kind of fast this game.
So we'll go ahead and we'll take our movements, and we'll be right back. All right, so we are at the end of the movement phase for both teams here at round 3. Marcus, tell us what happened with the Death Guard.
Sure. So we readied up this guy.
Yes.
Just to do some shooties. We charged the Poxwalker into your drill guy. We charged the Poxwalker into your Neophyte over there.
Yep.
We attempted to charge our leader into your anvil.
We fell back.
He did fall back,
we
or retreated.
Yep.
And I rolled a hot double 1 on my charge. So
yeah.
I got to go down. That was cool.
Yeah. Elected not to reroll.
Yes. And then we also charged our normal bolt Marine into Euro Kraus, but he fell or
he retreated as well. Yeah.
The goal though was at least to get up on here to contest the 3 point.
So now we're contesting this point. Currently contesting this point. Currently contesting here, and then no one is holding this at all. So actually, this is, and of course I'm holding this one down here. So we were saying this off camera. That first and second turn maybe showed one thing, but actually now we're starting to look a little bit different here. Starting to look interesting. You know, having a good game here. So for the Genestealer Cults, of course, my 2 models that were charged must stay in combat. Euro Kraus and the Anvil both retreated, so they can't do anything else. Rouse Kraus just readied up because now he's got nice line of sight right here to your leader. And our Neophyte with the auto gun underneath here readied up, and our Neophyte with the grenade launcher readied up here. So that's what we're looking at for movement phase. We'll go ahead and go into the shooting phase right after this. So it's the shooting phase. We're starting off with readied models. Of course, that means our Death Guard gunner here with the Blight launcher gets to fire first.
And curiously, he can just see
Euro Kraus. At least will be obscured.
Yes.
Thankfully.
And that's a weird double-edged sword for you. I'm less likely to hit, but more likely to wound you.
Yes. So
we're going to fire 2 Blight launcher shots into him, hitting on...
Oh, no.
Well.
Those won't do it. Those won't be the numbers. We've got a tough decision here. Marcus wants to hold on to those CP, but a reroll here could take my leader out of action.
Yeah. I think it's too enticing not to.
Gonna reroll.
So I'm gonna reroll 1.
Okay, so we'll reroll 1 of them.
Come on.
Gets the 5. That's what he was looking for.
Now
it's going to be a 2s to wound.
And I reroll 1s.
Oh, gets the wound. That's a shame.
-2.
-2 means no save.
D3 damage. The big.
Oh no, the 3. Oh, this is bad for Euro Kraus. No, with a 6, doesn't matter. He is out of action. That is it. Euro Kraus slain. Oh boy. That's a harsh one too, because he was my highest leadership on the board. So now, if I have to take a break check, things are going to get real dicey. So now it is all my readied models here, and then that'll be it for the shooting phase.
And then we fight about it.
Yes, we'll see. We're going to start off with our Rouse Kraus gunner. He's going to fire into, of course, the leader. We are going to fire the shortwave profile because we're within 6 inches and no obscurement, so 4s. Okay, we get 1 hit. It's going to be 3s to wound here. We get the wound. AP is -1. Oh, he makes the save on a 4-up. That's a shame. We'll go ahead and send our Neophyte with the autogun into him as well. 2 shots. The 6 will hit, that's for sure.
Nice.
5s to wound there. No wound. That's a shame. All right. Last thing we do, we're going to fire our grenade launcher into this Marine here. Definitely obscured, but within half range. So I think we have to fire the crack grenade here to try to take you out. So we're going to be hitting on a 5.
Nope.
No hit. I am going to CP reroll that at this point.
No. Oh, wow.
Okay. All right, so we're down to 3 CP off of that. That's fine. Perhaps I should have CP re-rolled something else, maybe the hit for, or the shots for Rouse-Kraus.
I don't know. That's pretty big.
Yeah,
to take
well,
him
that's
out,
what.
that
Yeah,
just
that's
denies
what
me
I
3
was.
points.
That's what I was saving because you are going to get 3 points this round from that, which is huge. All right, so with that, we'll just head straight off into the fight phase. We've got 2 combats here. You get to swing your 2 Poxwalkers first.
This is gonna be so funny. Okay, let's do that. Well, no, yeah. Oh god.
Okay, so we're gonna fight or do the Neophyte.
Yeah.
first.
Although he's a combat specialist, right?
yes, that is
So
the,
you
that
could
is my
pay to
combat.
interrupt.
Oh,
right?
actually, you know what? I do have CP. Thank you for reminding me. I will spend 2 CP of my 3 remaining to do a decisive strike, and I will swing with my combat specialist. Thank you for that, for reminding me.
You're welcome.
I'm sure you're not pleased. So 3 attacks, hitting on 3s, re-rolling for Pauper Princes. The internet would have been aflame had I not done that. There would have been like, Matt, you're sitting on those CP.
Yeah,
What are
I'm
you
helping
doing?
your channel. It's fun.
Yes. So this will be 2s to wound here.
Yes. Yeah.
That's going to be the 2 wounds there. AP is -3, so no saves. Just 1 damage apiece. So go ahead and roll your DR.
Nope.
Okay, he fails both. Injury roll is just a 1. Okay, so he takes a flesh wound. Now on a 2 up. No.
Wow.
No, wow, okay.
This is the toughest.
So
Poxwalker.
that's that. Then I'm going to go ahead and spend another command point for Industrial Brutality. So basically I get to fight again on a 4 up here. So I go down to 1 CP. And on a 4 up, my Rock Drill gets to fight again. Yes. Okay. Man, I got to keep him alive.
Yeah.
Because this game is starting to shift in favor of the Death Guard. So again, 3s. Okay, there we go. That's what we're looking for. And 2s. Okay, 2 more wounds. AP -3, so no save. Damage 1. No. Okay, and injury roll this time. Just a flesh wound
God.
again, but now on a 2 up we'll do, yes. Okay,
he's
so
done.
another mortal wound.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, so disgustingly resilient. So you got 2 flesh wounds right now.
Oh,
he passes
wow.
the disgustingly resilient. Okay. Now on a 3 up. No. Wow, so he's got 2 flesh wounds. Wow. That is a bit of a shame there.
Poxwalker.
Can I do anything else crazy?
You got combat to fight again with your combat specialist.
No, I should. So I actually should have fought with him with the interrupt then, because then the combat is that you get to
'cause you
fight
have
with
to
the
have someone else
combat.
have fought.
Yeah, it's after you fight with someone, then you fight with the combat. So I
See,
did that
that's
a
what I
bit
was
out of
thinking
order, but that's fine because we did put 2 flesh wounds on him, so he is pretty unlikely to kill him at this point.
Yes.
So go ahead with your fights now. I can't mess around with it anymore. This is the full health.
Boop, boop.
Yep. Okay. So that's 2 hits. Forced wound. 1 wound. 5 up save. No. Oh, it's an out of action. And is that another CP?
Yeah, that's
another CP. Oh my goodness. So we've created another Poxwalker.
This is amazing.
Wow.
This is
What is
amazing.
happening? All right, so go ahead and fight now with him. Now,
Sure.
he's got a -2 to hit.
Yeah. So he's hitting on
6s, right?
On
Yeah.
6s. Whoops.
That's a
2
double
6s.
hit. Oh my gosh. Oh no,
What is
what is happening? That's a double wound.
Oh my
5 up
God.
saves. We make 1. I think I have to CP reroll this other one to keep him alive. That's going to be my last CP for this round. And it pays off.
Nice.
There we go.
Oh my
so I'm out of
God.
CP. I spent 4 CP in that combat round
Yeah. On
Phew.
Poxwalkers.
on Poxwalkers.
Dude, oh my God.
Wow.
These Poxwalkers.
Okay.
They're tired of being the slumps in the back.
Yeah, so let's talk about morale really quick. I have 5 out of action, so that means I do not have to test. I need 1 more to get taken out. And then I have no flesh wounds, so no nerve checks. Now, for the Death Guard, once again, no break check, okay? But adding the Poxwalkers on doesn't decrease them from their total. So you do have technically 2 Poxwalkers that are out of action right now. So that's 4 models out of action. You do have to take a nerve check here for him.
I don't, because he's mindless.
Brutal. All right, we'll go ahead then and go into scoring. So for this round, so currently it's 9 for the Genestealers.
Yep, to 2.
To 2.
Yep.
No, just 1.
No, I have won the first one.
Right.
And then,
we were contesting
oh,
here.
that's right.
Yeah, so it was 9-1. Now, This one actually is huge. So Genestealers score another 1 for holding here. Okay, so that's 10. But this is a big turn for the Death Guard because, well, actually, are you within 2 with this Poxwalker? Yes. So you score 1 here, and you score 2 here.
3 here.
And then 3 here, so 6.
Yeah.
So now it's 10 to 7. What was looking like a dire situation for the Death Guard has now turned around. We'll go ahead and go into the initiative phase for round 4.
Yeah.
Could be the last round of the game. A 9. Oh, there we go. That's what we were looking for. Finally, the initiative for the Cult of the Fanged Shadow. We'll go ahead and take our movements. We'll be right back. We're at the end of the movement phase here for round 4, potentially the last round of the game. This one's turned into a real heater. So what happened for the Genestealer Cults? Our combat specialists stayed stuck in right here. Our grenade launcher readied up. Then we were afraid of a Poxwalker charge, these dastardly Poxwalkers. So our autogun wielding Neophyte fell back here. And then same thing, we didn't want to receive a charge from the leader with a power fist into Rousecrouse, so he also tucked back this way just to secure this objective fully. All right, so tell us what happened with the Death Guard.
All right, so Orange Pants advanced, and he went this way.
Yep.
We had normal movement from the leader just to stay within the objective, but also clear not long-range shot. We readied our bolter guy from the vantage point.
Excellent.
And everyone else just kind of stayed put.
Okay. So with that, we're ready to go into the shooting phase, coming right up. So so we've used Cloud of Flies on our bolt gun wielding Marine here, so he can't be shot unless he's the closest visible, and unfortunately, we can see this Poxwalker here. So with that being said, then we're just going to sling a frag grenade down to this Poxwalker, and we'll hope perhaps that maybe we can clear him with some of our other shooting. So D6 shots to the Poxwalker. 3.
Not bad.
It's respectable. So there's going to be no obscurement here, and of course no long range. So these are going to be hitting on 4s. 1 hit.
What?
4s to wound here. We get the wound. No AP.
No save.
No save. So it's just disgustingly resilient, which he fails.
Very close.
Injury roll is an out of action. Oh, no. That is what we were looking for there. Excellent. All right, and now you have your ready to bolt gun Marine.
I do. Mr. Ready Bolt Gun is going to shoot at him.
Okay.
Because I'm tired of his...
That grenade launcher has been doing some work for me.
He's
been laying down some significant firepower.
All right, so he's obscured. So we do have 4s to hit.
That's just 1 hit. That's 1 wound. 5 up save. No, does not make it. Just only an injury roll. Or only a flesh wound, excuse me. Okay. Now.
And
now we drop down to non-readied models, starting off with the player with initiative. I'm going to activate Rousecrouse. He is going to fire. Now, Cloud of Flies just stays effective the whole thing. Yeah, so of course we'll have to fire here to your leader then because he is closer than this Marine. So we'll fire the shortwave profile again. These are looking for 4s. 1 hit. This has been the tale of this thing here. So 3s to wounds. We get the wounds. Very nice. AP -1. You got to fail a 4-up save here sometime. Yes, and that time is right now. That's 2 damage, sir. So 2 disgustingly resilience.
Wow.
Which he makes both. Oh my goodness. It's starting to look dire now for the Cult of the Fanged Shadow. All right, your shot, sir.
Okay, he's going to fire his plasma pistol, not overcharged.
At Rousecrouse, I take it?
At Rousecrouse.
Oh gosh, Rouse survive.
Whoops.
That is a 1, and no CP to re-roll either.
Nope.
Okay, then we have our autogun wielding cultist. I keep calling them cultists because I'm thinking about that game where we played. He'll fire.
Oh, they look like them anyway.
Yeah, he'll fire here into your leader.
Okay. Bit obscured.
Well,
is he waiting?
Let's see. Am I within 12 of your Poxwalker? Because if I am, I'm not. Okay, yeah. So it will go to your leader then. I was thinking if I could clear your Poxwalker here, then that would get me more or save me more points, so to speak. But we'll just fire here to your leader. So 2 shots. Definitely obscured thanks to this little valve here. So 2 shots hitting on 5s. No hits. That is a shame.
Now we have our last guy.
Yes, Blight launcher. Oh boy, got to survive.
Now, this is going to be long range.
Yeah, long range.
So
going to be
hitting on
obscured
4s,
thanks to our thing. So hitting on 5s with one hit. 2s to wound though. Gets the wound. That's a shame. No save. Just a flat injury roll, which is out of action. Oh, things are looking very dire indeed for the Cult of the Fanged Shadow. The last thing we have to do...
I don't think this guy has yet to not kill someone that he shot at.
Yeah, I think he's fired every turn and then just murked him. So the last thing we have a pistol right here. Hitting on a 4. Auto pistol.
Nice.
Auto pistol from Guar. Wounding on a 4. There you go.
Huh. No save?
No save. Just a disgustingly resilient.
Oh,
which he fails. Now this injury roll is big. It's a 1. I'm going to spend my CP to re-roll.
All right, Matt. Just don't roll another 1.
There we go. He's out of action.
Goodbye.
That's very nice. We like that a lot because that does mean that you were just within 2 inches there. I'm within 2 inches, so we're at least contesting. So you don't score those. Now, well, you might score those because we do have morale to do, which could be bad. So my highest leadership on the table is 7. So I need to not roll a 7 for my break check.
Well,
I roll an 8, so I'm broken. So nerve checks all around. I have no CP, so I can't auto pass. Things are going to be looking real bad. So for the Neophyte, he auto passes with a natural 1. Very nice. For Rouse Kraus, he's shaken. And for our combat specialist way down the way, he's shaken as well. So that's a pretty bad result for us. And then now, again, no. So now you've got, because there was 2 already out of action.
6.
So that's 4, 5, 6 out of action, and 3 on the table. So you also need,
4 on the table. Sorry.
So you still need, you still need to take your break check though. Highest leadership is probably 8 or 9 or something like that. Let's see it. No, they're fine with a 7. Okay, and then no flesh wounds, so no nerve checks to be made. Now, scoring. So it was 10 to 7.
Yep.
So you've scored 8, 9. We're contesting here.
10, 11,
10,
12,
11, 12, 13. So it's 13, and then I score 1 for 11. So it's 13, 11. You had the greatest strategic advantage, so I need you to roll 3 up here so the game can go one more round.
Wow.
Oh, he rolls a 2, and the Death Guard steal the victory. Let's talk about it. So there you have it, man.
Yeah.
A Death Guard victory. Yeah. What a game, too.
Yeah,
Holy
that was
cow.
insane.
Yeah, it looked like at the bottom of turn 1, it was looking like a sleep.
Yeah, because you killed my hardest hitters, like really the damage dealers in the army, or the kill team, and I was a little concerned because at that point I literally just had a guy with a plasma pistol, which we both have seen how pistols work out in this game, and then a bolt guy, just bolter guy, Blight launcher, which was kind of a saving grace, and then I was like, oh cool, I have Poxwalkers, they're just going to steal stuff. Yeah. But then they stole stuff, meaning they stole your guys.
My bodies.
Yes.
Yeah. That I think was like, what an amazing moment that was. And then to have it happen a second time.
Yeah, 2 turns in a row.
Yeah, and
that was the way I zipped across the table with them, because they're usually just, I mean, they're shambling zombies.
Yeah.
They normally don't do anything aside from just sit on an objective, and I never touch them.
When they're fighting into toughness 3, 5-up saves, I mean...
Yeah, at that point I'm actually able to kill people.
Yeah. I think for me, I'd have to give, I mean, I assume we're on the same page. The MVPs were the Poxwalkers.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because that one guy, I mean, you're putting that drill into that one dude, and he somehow lived. I don't know how. That was insane.
Yeah.
He has no save at all. He just made DR saves. It's crazy.
Yeah. It occurs to me now, while we're here, I don't think we mentioned it on screen. In the final round there, round 4, I had elected to charge with the anvil. I charged your leader.
You did.
You fired Overwatch.
Plasma shot his
you hit, killed him in Overwatch.
Yeah.
Which I think we just breezed right past and didn't bring up. So those of you wondering where did he go, that's what happened.
We were too in awe with the previous combat of Poxwalkers.
Yes. Yeah. What I was going to say, I think I have to give the MVP role probably here to
the drill guy
to Guar, my combat specialist, because between he took out your combat specialist.
Yep.
Then he took out a Poxwalker.
Yep.
Then you charged him, and then he took out that Poxwalker as well after dealing a ridiculous string of mortal wounds and flesh wounds, which I actually want to say I'm like 99.999% sure that's how you resolve the drill. I've seen competing things, but it seems like the majority of the internet is in agreement that that's how you resolve the drill.
I mean, looking at the wording, it literally is just like when a unit suffers damage from this weapon, roll on a 2-up, deals a mortal wound.
Right.
If it survives, do it again on a 3-up.
And that's the thing. A lot of people though make the claim that that's further damage and then that's discarded because they already took a flesh wound. But then there'd be literally no point to the drill ever. You know.
Yeah, that'd be. The intent of the rule, and even just the language of it, I can't see how someone's interpreting that.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I could see how someone would interpret it, but that's a hard argument.
Yeah, but he was doing work. I was actually pleasantly surprised by the anvil.
Oh, God.
He did some work, too.
He blapped my dude off the table.
Yes, yeah. That first turn charge from the combat and the Zealot and making it in, whew,
I think the defining moments for both of our teams were, for you, was honestly that first turn and before that first turn. You got a lot of cult ambushes.
Yeah, I had the take forward positions and I had the cult ambush, so I was right in your face.
You had a lot of really good advance rolls. You had a lot of really good charge rolls.
Yeah.
So you were just in my face before I did anything, which was great. And then for me, I think it was the two instances of the Poxwalkers. And then honestly, when you were, I think it was a shortwave guy later in the game.
Yeah, Rouse Kraus.
And I missed my saves on my leader, but got both DR saves.
Yes.
That was such a clutch moment. Because honestly, I don't know how well I could have come back if my leader had actually been killed.
I mean, let's say, you know, for a scoring perspective, I take out your leader. You don't score that point.
Nope.
It's 12-11 at that point. So you're still ahead.
But you're now much more likely to be able to do something.
Right.
Because my threat at that point was only bolter guy on top of the building, which bolter's fine, but it's a bolter.
Right.
And then everything else was on the other side of the table.
Right.
So your guys could pocket up and start doing whatever you wanted.
And not to mention could just play Ring Around the Rosie around that silo and just stay away from your Blight launcher.
And I'm not going to catch you.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You're so much faster.
Exactly.
But yeah, that was such an important save, or rather that lack thereof.
Oh, definitely. I will say also I was very pleasantly surprised by the grenade launcher.
That guy was great.
He did some good work. I mean, you know, it's not like the ballistic skill of the team is great by any means because we're hitting on 4's base.
Yeah, but you're just throwing out frag grenades.
But just grenade after grenade, grenade after grenade. And it did come around where I killed a Poxwalker with
on the Cloud of Flies turn, which was super important.
Yep. And also just his threat, I mean...
He was constantly there and just putting out shots.
Yeah, and a couple different rolls, and then he takes out your Marine that was on the center objective. Yeah. And then we're, again, talking about a massively different game at that point.
Oh, yeah, every single time you were shooting with him, I was anticipating losing a dude.
Yeah.
Because I know grenades aren't like the scariest thing ever, but they're grenades.
Yeah.
It's a weight of dice.
Right.
Or you do a crack and it's like, that's pretty powerful.
Yeah.
So
speaking of grenades, one day.
Let's try and bet. Knowing the people we play and the teams that are available to be played against, I'm going to say he is finally going to kill something with that charge when you are going against guard.
Okay.
That's going to be my bet.
Okay, that's going to be really sad because they're tough 3 and it's a strength 8 charge. So
yeah,
that's
going to be my because I think with your luck with that specific thing, it's going to do it to the thing that did not need that charge.
That did not need it. Yeah, that's fair.
I would love it.
That's fair.
If you did that against a Death Watch thing.
Yeah, I'm going to level that. I'm going to do the opposite and do. Yes, I'm going to say I'm either going to do it against something like Death Watch or Custodes.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah. Just
kill
pop
half
that
the
one.
team.
Yes, kill half the team with one grenade. Yeah, and it'll be the most triumphant moment of anything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. Any other big thoughts about the game?
No, honestly that was probably, I can safely say that was the most fun kill team game I've ever played.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That was a real blast, and like what it really came down to just a few clutch dice rolls, and it really came down to needing every turn to come through, you know?
And I gotta say, and it's a little off topic, but guys, these are newly painted terrain by our host here. And I just want to say, great job, buddy.
Yeah.
Like that
Thank you.
Looked great. And super fun to play on.
I dug deep. This terrain will be premiering in a video before this, but yeah, they're just freshly painted, as in like literally a day or two ago. So a lot of work and love went into those things.
And you know what? All the industrial stuff perfectly matched with your dudes.
Yes, yeah,
it's great.
Yeah,
I'm very fun game, both aesthetically and mechanically.
Well, yeah, you know that's the thing is like terrain is the third army on the table.
Yeah,
you know it should have a big function. It should be meaningful, and it should look good just along with everything else.
And that doesn't mean to say like if you have some terrain that is like, you know, crudely cut styrofoam. If you do anything to it, it looks nice.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with Pour Hammer of putting some soda cans on the table.
That was the first way I played. I literally had a Pringles can and textbooks.
Yes.
First time I ever played.
I think that's how a lot of people get their first couple games.
You get, you know, your Dark Imperium set.
Yeah.
And it's like, I have dudes that I've just put together.
Yeah, how do I play? Yeah.
No.
Awesome.
But yeah, I feel like we've mused enough. But
yeah, thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Guys, I hope everybody enjoyed that. We certainly did. We had a blast. If you like these videos, please hit the like button and let us know down in the comments what you thought. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see us in your feed every week. You can do that by hitting the button right here. And if you want to see another video featuring the Death Guard or the GSC, I'll put one right over here. All right, and with that, we'll see you on the next one.
See you guys
later.